Hello, Happy New Year. It's 2020. Thank you guys for coming back with me to share another video. Today I will be doing black eyed peas. I'm going to trying to show you like the traditional way. A lot of people do it because of tradition. Some people do it because they feel like it'll bring them luck for the new year. So I have the ingredients, the chicken stock, the seasonings that I use that I will be showing throughout the video, the onion, garlic, and celery. Um, I have a ham bone that I use for Christmas. So as you can see, I'm chopping my onions now. I'm not going to really mince them, but I'm going to cut them in chunks. When I do the celery, I will basically do the celery kind of like, I think I'm going to mince them a little bit, so they're going to be minced a little, not in chunks. I really love onions. So you will see that I put a half of onion in here. I'm really not the type of person that measures what she does. I kind of like taste. If I feel like I need to add something, then I add it. So a lot of times you won't see me measuring anything. I love garlic. How I like to start my black eyed peas is I use either chicken broth or chicken stock. This year I just decided to do chicken stock. Anyone with health issues, high blood pressure, you might want to be a little careful and dilute it if you're able to, or if you prefer to, I should say. So I start with the chicken stock. I pour it in. I'm going to turn the heat on maybe about medium, just so that it can warm up. My black eyed peas, I did let them soak for about an hour. So I was told by family members that you let them soak, that way they won't take so long to cook. So I'm going to use crushed red pepper to give it a little kick. Then, of course, I got to use my spice, my Creole spice. So I'm going to place some of that in there. As you can see, again, I don't measure anything because I'm going to be tasting this throughout the process. I'm going to add my onion. Just going to throw it all in there. And I know they look really big right now, but as they start to cook, when it gets to its final stages, you will barely see the onion in here. I'm an onion lover, so it looks a little chunky now, but like I said, when you by the end process of everything, you're gonna barely see that they're there. So I'm just going to add all of my ingredients. Once I put them all in there, I'm just going to stir it a little, just to get everything in there, make sure everything is coming together as it should while once I put the peas in there as well, you'll see. So I'm just giving it a stir. And then I'm going to start to add my my ham chunks. So I did kind of like cut off pieces of the ham because we never really finished the ham during the holiday season. So I cut off pieces and chunks of the ham, and I shaved the bone down as much as I could. This will give the black eyed peas a really great taste. For anyone that wants to know what type of ham, this was actually a spiral ham. So now what I'm doing now is I am adding water to dilute some of that stock. And plus I just need a little bit more liquid in the pot anyway, but I'm not going to add extra stock. I'm just going to add extra water. We're trying to stay healthy for this new year, so we're all going to try to start eating a little better. Okay, so now I am adding the black eyed peas. As I said earlier, I did let them soak for about an hour, maybe a little over an hour. My mom always told me the longer you let them soak, it cuts down the cook time on them. It makes them a little tender, so when you're cooking them, it doesn't take as long. So I'm gonna try to stir them all in there. And I know the pot looks really full of water and liquid right now, but trust me, it's really going to cook down as the time goes on. And I'm gonna turn the temperature up because I want to bring it to a boil initially. So I'm gonna turn the temperature up. I'm gonna add some extra spices, garlic powder. Even though I chopped up some garlic, I'm still gonna add some garlic powder just to give it some extra flavor. Ooh, look at that burner down there. Okay. I'm gonna add some more crushed red pepper. I always season my dishes a second time around. All right, so here we go. And now, as you can see, it has come to a boil. This is exactly what we want to see. You know, this has been a tradition for a while for me. I make sure I cook black eyed peas for the New Year's Day. We eat some. I also do collards too. So that is my tradition, the black eyed peas, the collards, and maybe some fried chicken as well. But shucks, with this ham and these peas, you really don't need a meat. But this has been my tradition for a while now. As you can see, you can tell that it's cooking down and you really don't see the onion chunk as much. You know, they're disguising themselves really well. So I'm just stirring everything, just trying to, get up under that ham bone, make sure that everything is cooking evenly and, just to make sure everything is going the way that I intend for it to go. Later in the video, you will see that the longer that the peas cook, the meat is just going to start falling off this bone. So I am just happy that, I've made it to 2020. I can't wait to see what the new year is going to bring everyone. Wow, look at that. It's cooking down. And see how the meat is just coming off the bone now. I will make sure I put all of the tips that I do in the description below, so you will be able to check those out. Like I said, I don't measure, so I will try to give you I will just try to tell you the best to my ability of how you can make this dish if it's your first time trying it. So I'm one of those people that stay in the kitchen while the food is cooking. I don't leave the kitchen. Some people like to leave the kitchen. Yeah, it depends on what it is. Okay, so there's no way that I could have cooked black eyed peas with the ham bone with ham chunks without doing some cornbread. And for me, my cornbread has been Jiffy for over 21 years. You can also try other sorts of cornbread as well. You could do that, that pan fried cornbread. My parents are from the South, so I've seen cornbread it's been done all sorts of ways. So any type of cornbread will go great with this dish, but I'm a Jiffy girl. Until I decide to do otherwise, I will continue to be a Jiffy girl. What I do add on is cream corn though. So you'll see me pouring just a little bit of milk here. And then I will also pour in not a whole can of cream corn, but just some of the cream corn, and I would stir the mixture until I get it exactly how I want to get it, not too thick and not too loose. As you can see, I put butter chunks in the cornbread. So as I'm mixing it, all of this stuff is just going to come together. There's the corn. So that will actually loosen it up a bit, so I don't have to put a lot of milk in the cornbread. So you'll see me add a little bit more milk to it, but not as much as you would do if you were not adding the corn. I'm not adding sugar to this. You can add sugar to your cornbread to make it a little sweeter. The cream corn tends to be a little sweet to me, so I'm not adding sugar. And plus, again, we're trying to do, you know, we're trying to do some healthy things this year. So we're not going to add sugar. I add a little bit more milk just to loosen it up a bit. I'm not a mixer at times. I will take that spoon and I will beat and beat until it gets the way I want it to get. Loosen up. I just feel like you got to put your elbow in it and just, you know, feel like you're doing something, you know? Okay, I have poured one batch into a pan. I'm pouring another. As you can see, it's not too thick. It's not too loose. Also, what I'm going to do in this dish is we're going to do rice. So we're going to do the peas over a bed of rice. What I've decided to do is just get some boil bags, Uncle Ben's. That way it won't take so much. It won't take so long to do. I am horrible with cooking rice. So, you know, for me, I normally take the, ooh, look at that. I normally take just some boil bags or the microwavable rice. It seems like if I try to cook rice in a bag, you know, the regular way, it seems like my rice just comes out too thick. So I have now placed the cornbread in the oven. As you can see, those black eyed peas are really cooking down. The rice is done. I'm adding butter, and I have to add my Italian flakes. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in there and just mix it up. I just really feel that those Italian flakes give it such a good taste. So I'm gonna mix it up. Once all of this is mixed together, you know, my presentation, we're just gonna lay it flat on a nice glass plate, pour those beans over with the ham. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. So as you can see, these beans, they have really cooked down. They're bubbling. I still have it on. You know, I kind of play back and forth with the temperature while the cornbread is in the oven, you know, stirring it. And that meat has fallen all off the bone. Who needs fried chicken when you have all of this ham and these peas, you know? And spiral hams, they're so good. They are so good. There you go. There you have it, guys. My black eyed peas on a bed of rice. My cornbread. Oh my gosh, this is going to be good. This is really going to be good. So, guys, I hope you have a happy new year. You know, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. I wish you guys all the best in this upcoming new year. Have a great new year. Bye.